Alright. He's finally here. So I've got a One Piece guy, a Naruto guy, and Calzier. Calzier's my
judge.
My judge, since all my other judges left because you took 52 minutes to get here.
I'll be quiet on this one, and I'm just going to sit in the background, and if there's anything you want me to pull up to help out on either side, please let me know, and I'll make this a little bit easier.
Same with me, and I probably won't respond unless David's in also the process of needing to respond to keep it balanced for you guys to have your debate.
Alright, official, I'll let you back up, but me and somebody are about to debate, so you can't talk. So I don't know why you want to let back up, because you weren't one of my judges. Back up, because you weren't one of my judges. Bro, you're repeating again.
Alright.
Do you want to start with your argument? Your, whatever it's called. Premises? Your premise? You want to start with your premise? I'm going to screen record this, so...
do you mind ask if there are rules to the debate?
Me personally? Or him?
I mean, there should be rules to the debate, I personally think, but I could care less.
Alright, so...
I'll just go on a limb and say the first and foremost is this is a formal debate. Please do not take personal shots at each other. If you are getting frustrated with the conversation, calmly and politely delegate it to the judge or the rest of the community to not take personal jabs at each other if you're getting frustrated.
Alright, we should have some form of fallacy limit, because, like, I feel like we're about to hit a... Nope, I'll stop with the words I'm going to use, but...
My fallacy limit? Do you want to raise the limit too, or no?
Do I want... what's up?
A razor limit?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so 5 razor limit, like Hitchens razor and whatnot, and 5 fallacy limit, that's fine?
I don't mind straw hat. I can't hear you, bro.
Can anyone hear him?
You hear me now?
Oh, you're quiet.
Yeah.
What is my volume low?
There you are.
You're fine now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you fine with a 5 fallacy and 5 hitch razor limit?
I don't know what that means.
Fallacy limit, if you commit 5 fallacies and you auto concede, and if you commit 5 razors or whatever it's called, then auto concession.
Can you define what they are?
Fallacies or razors?
The razors.
Like Hitchens razor and Occam's razor. I'm not gonna go through and list every single razor because there's like 50 of them.
Yeah, we'll just focus on Hitchens and what was the other one you just said?
Occam's. Occam's. The simplest
common
is more likely to be the right one.
It's the most common one used.
And
you alright with that, straw hat?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Alright. Go ahead and start with your premise. What,
Alright, firstly, I asked you the question, does Genjutsu put down or manipulate people relative to what's stronger than the Jutsu caster? And you said what?
Yep. I said this. Not that. What the fuck? It can affect things much stronger than the caster. I said much, like 8 times.
Okay. And then I asked you to give me a example of Genjutsu working on a person much stronger than a Jutsu caster. And the examples you gave were...
We'll start with Killer B.
Okay.
Okay. All right, you good? You're Your premise is that it does not work on characters that are stronger or relative to the caster, right? That is your premise?
Correct.
Okay, so right here, are you aware of the fight that happened with prior to this with B and Sasuke? Do you want me to pull up the anime fight? All right. So you are aware that B was absolutely violating this man? That he had to get healed multiple times by his teammates?
You said that he almost got killed by B?
I said violating. He was getting his ass whipped. He was barely...
That's a bit of a strong word, wouldn't you say?
Nope. Let me show you why. Hey, if I can spell YouTube right.
Because all B did exactly was stab him with all of his swords.
Alright.
And then his team came in, or Getsu specifically came in to block that last strike that B was about to land on Sasuke. I know exactly how the entire fight went down.
Alright, cool. Then
Sasuke was still in the fight after he was impaled with all the blades. I'm not sure.
That doesn't defeat what I said.
And doesn't defeat what I said either. You do know that Killer B, you do realize that Killer B immediately went into the use of the Eight Tails chakra after that instance, right?
Absolutely.
Which means that B wouldn't have been able to beat Sasuke without the Eight Tails, correct?
All right. Is an Eight Tails chakra? Is that an amp to his stats?
To B, yes.
Okay, cool. All right. So we see him right here, right, getting absolutely dog walked, and I'm going to show the video just so we have full context. There will be no questions because it'll be literally on screen. All right. We're going to swap my camera.
Yep.
We're going to swap my camera. Okay. All right. So I'll play it on fucking, where's the speed? Let's go 2 times speed because it doesn't really matter. All I got to do is show this, right? All right. So would you call that relative?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you can see.
Is Sasuke keeping up or isn't he?
Yes, he's keeping up. He is getting beat up though.
How is that getting violated?
So, all right. But no, let's go back. Keep on track because remember you said
relative to.
Yeah.
Stronger than.
Right there. So relative to or stronger than, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you also conceded. You also said that a Ten Tails that is a chakra that is an amp to all his stats, right? So they're relative right here, right?
Yep.
And then he gets the amp, which amps all his combat stats, right? And what's that? Can you read what's on screen?
You do know this is a fan translation scheme, right?
Bro, okay. I will go and find the exact chapter, and I will pull it off Shonen Jump if that makes you feel better.
Okay. Don't make me feel bad. I'm just making sure that you're aware.
All right. P versus Sasuke. Manga. All right. Either way. All right. So you give me just a few minutes. Chapter 411. Let's see. Shonen Jump. Let's go Naruto. All right. So vids.com, that is who owns the official licensing to produce the manga. And I just got to wait for it to load a second. And I got to sign in. All right. Do not make me... Oh, so... And we're going to hit that. David, do you have the Shonen Jump app?
Just give me the specific chapter.
Yeah, he wants this image. I apparently haven't paid for my Shonen Jump yet. I'm behind on payment on it.
Manga reader got 2.
It's chapter 711.
Actually, would you like this from the physical volume instead?
Oh, hell yeah.
Since it goes through another layer than the Shonen Jump for editing?
Yep, let's do it. Chapter 711 of volume... let's see. Or 411, my bad. For 411, and I can't see the volume. Volume... 44. The volume is called Handing Down Senjutsu.
Just looking for this specific tunnel, just one moment.
Yep. All right. So I want to reiterate that if it says what it says, he loses.
What page are you wanting, or what chapter?
Wrong. It is chapter 411. And I don't have the exact page, but it's like a
chapter 411.
Yep.
I believe it's 13 actually.
So this is the end of chapter 411.
So 413 is what we're looking for, bro.
I think it may be in 412, maybe.
Nah, 413. 413.
It's 413. All right, that's my bad. I had to look it up on the place I hate the most, Narutopedia. I despise Narutopedia, but I didn't have the
So yeah, this one is
money.
What you're looking for, bro. It's 413. Right. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Can you let's see. These eyes, the Sharingan, Genjutsu, huh? And what happens to Killer Bee? He cannot move.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so somebody who was relative to, and then got an amp, is now on his ass for a few seconds, affected by Genjutsu. So you lose.
No, because that is a base.
What?
You yourself admitted that B without the A-Tails would have lost to Sasuke.
What does that matter? You just said he was relative.
Matter?
You just said he was relative earlier in the conversation.
Yes, that.
You said
You said that B was violating Killer B, and I said no. He was
Judge,
at least relative.
What was his premise?
The premise that anyone relative or higher would not be affected by Genjutsu.
I said wouldn't be put down or manipulated by Genjutsu. There's a difference.
Should I go check my I have a recording of it right now.
Go for it. Also, it doesn't matter because he also agreed. He agreed that this was an amp.
Also, you should have just put in no backtracking as well.
Yeah, my bad. But
let me just go ahead and go look to see if I have it in the recording. You might have to let me back up.
All right, Ignat, you were my secondary judge. All right, so Straw Hat, he sees that he's in a Genjutsu. We see it literally on screen, right?
Yes.
That is him seeing a Genjutsu. You admitted that this cloak is stronger, and he gets put on his ass, like quite literally on his knees, right? So he is stronger and still got put on his knees. That means he should be, even if we keep it at baseline relative to Sasuke, that means somebody who was relative to the caster was put down on their ass and affected by the Genjutsu. We literally see it happen.
But me and you established already that Sasuke is stronger than B.
No, we did not.
Yes, we did.
No, we did not.
You said yourself that Sasuke beats B.
All right, stay on topic. You're going out of topic.
How?
Because you were discussing stuff prior to the debate.
Okay.
We started with our premises, and now you're going into what we said in our conversations.
So
I can cover it. I can cover what we said.
I'm not allowed to bring up what you said.
His premise was what he said.
Is what you're saying.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and go into this. I'm going to go down the rabbit hole. All right. Do you think that just because you beat somebody, that means you're stronger?
That depends on the context. If you beat somebody,
yeah, exactly.
yes,
It depends on the context. And what? No, what? It depends on how you beat them.
Yes, but if you do beat somebody, yes, you are seen as stronger.
No.
9 times out of 10, if you beat somebody, are you or are you not strong?
Do you know what a hacks is?
Yes, I do.
All right, can you define it for me?
A hacks is a proper. I would say it's a technique or move that can be used to outright bypass any. What's the word? Physical. No, not physical.
Statistics. You're talking about statistics. Okay,
Stats
cool. All right.
Another character.
Is mind manipulation, which is what Genjutsu is, a hacks?
Yes, I'm not denying that.
Okay, how did Sasuke, right? How would Sasuke, prior to this amp, have won against B? Is it? We agreed that it would have been through this Genjutsu that he managed to stop him for just a second, and then if he would have went and finished the fight, he could have won, right? All right. So, through an ability that bypasses a target's statistics, which means the durability is irrelevant. How is that matter in terms of considering somebody who is stronger or not?
I've never said durability matters when it comes to Genjutsu.
Okay. I think you misunderstood what I was saying. How is Sasuke stronger and why?
Sasuke is stronger via his Sharingan. Against the Genjutsu could have put him down, or he could have used Amaterasu. Could Amaterasu as well destroy me?
No, he can use the chakra arms. All right, so let's go over this. We're sticking on Genjutsu because that's the topic of the debate.
Okay, but I'm still saying that Sasuke still has other things in his arsenal that would make him stronger than B. It's not just Genjutsu.
Oh my god. Oh, fucking hell. Do I need... Okay. Oh, this is annoying. All right.
Saying that Sasuke only wins by Genjutsu, then that is not what I'm saying.
No.
That is what I want to make clear.
That is irrelevant to the conversation.
I'm just making sure that you know that
you're arguing that hacks make him stronger. Like we're talking about scaling higher than somebody when we talk about stronger, right? That's what we're talking about, right?
Wait, can you repeat that? What did you just say?
Scaling higher, being stronger than a person, scaling higher.
You said something about hacks. What was
it? Saying you are arguing that he wins via hacks. And that, but the thing is, we are also talking about being stronger than somebody, and we're talking about on a power scaling sense, right? Which would be where they scale.
So now you're saying it's a bad thing if Sasuke can only win via hacks?
What the
shit?
Judge, I'm about to lose my shit. All right, so
no,
that is not what I said at all.
That's why I asked you.
That is
all you have to do. Is answer.
Are we allowed to comment if someone commits a fallacy or no?
Yeah, please do, because I'm gonna lose my mind if I just keep counting.
Straw man fallacy.
Yeah, do a straw man fallacy.
Yeah. Okay, so what?
Judge, can I step in for a second and just re-explain a point that I think is being misunderstood on one side from what's being expressed?
If both Straw Hat and OverGoat agree to it.
I don't care. Go for it.
Straw Hat, are you happy for me to try to explain the point that I think OverGoat is trying to make?
Yeah, you can go ahead and explain.
Okay. I think the premise that he is saying is when you are asking if Sasuke has potential win cons against B, that him having to rely on Sharingan-specific based abilities doesn't make him overall stronger than B. I think it's as simple as that that's being trying to be communicated here.
Yes, because it's a hacks. Yeah.
Are you understanding that, Straw Hat? I don't mean to come across condescending in that regard. I'm just wanting affirmation.
No, I understand. So basically, he's saying that Sasuke, without his hacks abilities, is losing to B, basically.
So Sasuke has potential win cons, but the point that OverGoat is making is that B has counters to those win cons. And
which we
Sasuke
literally
has
see in this
less
fight.
Win cons than B in this condition, I think, is what he's trying to express.
I don't understand.
Okay. Step in again. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Can I explain in layman's terms? May I explain in layman's terms?
That's what I did. So,
Yeah,
but apparently
hold on, Kawazu. In layman's terms or in simple terms, without the hacks, specifically talking about how strong or fast the two characters are, Sasuke does not take that, which is what we're talking about. Which is where not what we, but what is OverGoat when you are talking about when it comes to being relative to a character, not if your hacks works on them, more of is he faster than you? Is he stronger than you? Which OverGoat is saying Killer B is faster and stronger than Sasuke. Right? Whether Sasuke is relative to Killer B or not, Killer B is still faster and stronger. That was the point that was being made. And the only reason why he would win is via the hops that allows him to bypass said strength and speed.
Yeah, it's a simple matter of not being as strong but having win cons.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You're saying that B is statistically better?
Or relative. We're arguing better or relative. That's it. Like, I'm not going to get into whether he's actually stronger or he's just relative. We see them clash. I could play the scene again, right, in base. And that clash in base shows inherent relativity. Whether you think he was overpowering him or not is entirely irrelevant, considering the premise was can Genjutsu work on relative or stronger opponents?
He was right. The premise was could it stop or manipulate them.
Yeah, which it literally did.
Which this is manipulating B.
Because I think we're going around in circles. Can I please get your definition of manipulate?
basically what Madara did to Kurama, or what Itachi did to that rando that Jiraiya saved.
Straw Hat, can you define it as just a sentence, like a statement?
Sure. Mind controlling.
Thank you.
So your definition of manipulate is a little bit inconsistent to what we've seen throughout the rest of the show. Because you can manipulate someone with Genjutsu without physically harming them. So, do you mean that your premise is that you would need to be relative to someone to physically harm them with Genjutsu, or you need to be stronger than someone to physically harm them with Genjutsu?
Can you repeat the question?
So,
Kind of hard to hear.
Your premise that you need to be stronger than your opponent to physically harm them with Genjutsu.
No, that is not my premise.
Okay,
then I'm a little bit confused, because if your definition of manipulate is to affect someone, then what is being shown is B being affected. So I'm a little bit confused what your point is.
No, wait, my mistake. Yes, that is my premise. I'm sorry. Yes, you do have to be stronger than whoever you're using Genjutsu on.
Okay, alright, so I'm going to point this out again. He not only agreed that a QB amp, QB, whatever, the tailed amp beast amp that he's getting right here is an amp, right? He is in that form when he gets knocked down. He agreed it was an amp, and he also agreed that it was showing that they were relative prior to this amp. How is that not an auto concession?
I would view as concession, but I'll let you continue. If Ignite views it as concession and wants to...
Sasuke still dodged Killer B.
That's not...
That still, unfortunately, Straw Hat, that still would be a concession, because the premise is that or the topic of the debate is if Sasuke or a Genjutsu user, I guess, can stop or manipulate somebody that they are relative to or that is stronger than them, right? Since OverGoat has shown evidence of a Genjutsu
But
stopping
Sasuke still
somebody
showed
that is
relativity
relative.
to an
Wait,
amp.
whoa. Hold on.
Naruto.
Let him finish. Let him finish and hang himself. Bro just said relative.
So you're unfortunately like proving the point. You're Straw Hat, you're proving the point.
OverGoat.
Okay,
relative
no.
to-
Now what I'm trying,
if they're
as I was trying to finish a point.
Mhm.
Sasuke still showed relativity to that amped Killer B that you said, which means he automatically is stronger than base
What?
Killer B.
That's not... Who's in the Genjutsu?
Killer B.
What form?
QB amped.
Okay, do you see the problem with what you're saying?
Yeah,
So just
I
to
do.
follow the bouncing ball here.
Okay,
Straw Hat,
so do you
a
concede?
QB killer is stronger than Sasuke?
Guys, I feel like you maybe. I feel like because the panel is maybe disagreeing with Straw Hat, they're not advocating to the evidence as opposed to just expressing themselves. I would say in a very clear and concise way to ask whether or not there was relativity or not is to show either before or after this specific panel.
You have it, but yeah, just everyone. He saw what he said. Let's go ahead. All right, real quick, Straw Hat. All right, so you admit you understood what your problem was. Do you understand that what you said inherently makes it a concession, right? That you just argued my point.
Yeah, I understand.
All right, you have a great day, man. I mean, no hate to you, right?
But at the same time, my thing is that Sasuke didn't put B down, or
Is he on his knees, right?
OverGoat, do you mind making me the main page just for a second here, just to go through the fight? Okay. So this is at the beginning of the fight. Both B and Sasuke are in base. Obviously, there's a regular dialogue. Sasuke does his thing, pulls out his sword.
So my question is real quick. Does the Mangekyo Sharingan amp Sasuke or not?
OverGoat, you're the one debating him. I'm not jumping in.
I mean, it should, but I don't understand why that's a.
And
That's a
Sasuke was not in Mangekyo Sharingan when he was clashing with B at first, correct?
He was when he did the QB.
I said when he was clashing. I said when. He was clashing.
Yes, he was. That's
okay. Where?
Oh wait, hold on. Zoom in that again.
When he first
Is that the Mangekyo?
Showing his Mangekyo Sharingan.
Yeah.
His 3 Tomoe Sharingan.
Yeah, that's his 3 Tomoe. So that's not the Mangekyo. Keep going.
When he first clashed with B, he didn't use Sharingan. He started using it later.
Yes, Sasuke didn't use Mangekyo Sharingan until.
All right. Until he does.
Until he uses Amaterasu.
Okay.
Which means Sasuke was weak and not as strong as he could be at the start of the fight. Correct?
Okay, but we're not arguing at the start of the fight anymore. Okay.
We are arguing
Straw Hat.
whether or not
point.
we are arguing whether or not Sasuke is stronger than B. Correct? I'm confused.
Relative or stronger is what we're arguing.
Okay. Is Sasuke relative to or stronger than B in Mangekyo Sharingan?
Just wait. Let him flip through the panels.
Again, this is where he's going QB form.
Yep.
Sasuke is still using
Sasuke
three
is still
turmoil.
not in Mangekyo
Well,
Sharingan.
yep, and wait until he does.
That's the first hit.
And there it is.
Oh.
And that's when he does the
Would you look at
genjutsu.
that? He's using
Hold up,
he's
hold
using his
up,
Mangekyo
hold up.
Sharingan. Interesting.
Please go to the next page.
So wouldn't this mean that
Oh, go to the
Mangekyo
next
Sharingan
page.
Sasuke is
Go to
stronger
the
than
next.
B?
Oh wait. Is that Sasuke getting his fucking neck wrecked?
Is that an off guard feat or isn't it?
It is. He's looking at him.
Is
What are
it
you
an off
talking
guard
about?
feat or isn't it?
How? He's
Is
looking
it an
directly.
off-guard feat? Please answer my
No,
question. You said
he's
what?
looking
Sasuke's
directly at
ribcage is
him.
exposed.
It's not an off guard feat.
He was looking directly at him. How would that be off guard?
Then the very next panel, Killer B
Alright.
is gutting Sasuke. What do you mean?
Look, all right. So you see where Sasuke is, right there, covering one eye, right? Still only one eye.
Do you see
He still
that
has-
line? Do you see that line right there? That means Sasuke is turning around, and as Sasuke turned around, he does the lariat.
Actually,
you
that's him
serious?
putting his hand up to his face.
No, it is
Yeah.
not. He's turning around.
Yes,
as
it
well.
is. No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
When
The-
when a
which
character
line are
turns
you
around,
talking
it's
about? I'm talking
the one
about
on the
line
hand.
that
Wait,
is near
stop.
the house.
If he wasn't looking at him, then how did Killer B hit him directly
Hit
on
him in
his
the-
chest
in the
with the
chest.
silver lariat, charging directly at him from the front?
What are you talking about? I'm talking about the
If he
panel on the
wasn't
left.
if Sasuke wasn't facing Killer B, then how did Killer B's chariot land directly at his front? It would have landed.
Actually, I will
He
say
was
here,
just
they're
turning
face to
around.
face.
What do you
They're
mean?
face to face. The Sharingan, Mangekyo Sharingan is activated. He falls to Sasuke's side.
Yeah, he is
What does
turning
not
around.
imply that Mangekyo
No,
Sharingan
no.
Sasuke is stronger than B?
and then gets his. Hold on. In what direction is he slamming into Sasuke? Is that his front? Can anyone tell me if that's his front?
That's his front. You can see it in the next
Okay,
couple of
yeah.
panels.
You know what?
He has
Yeah.
a massive injury on the front side.
Can you please pull up the anime?
The anime's not canon.
So hyped.
Sasuke
You were
here?
so hyped.
The anime is a different continuity, yeah.
Guys,
Please pull up the
you see
anime.
the back of Sasuke's
Yeah,
cloak?
No, 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 no,
anime
no. Please pull up the
shows
anime.
shit.
Please
You
pull up
can
the
pull up
anime.
the anime. Yeah, just pull up the anime. The anime literally shows the same stuff. It shows this literally the same thing.
Please pull up the
All right.
anime.
You need a.
All right.
Because even your
I
boy
got it.
stuff knows that this is an off guard feat, and he
So
went
with that
Naruto to
being
high
said-
hell.
So with that being said, right, I feel like we're getting too hung up on this specific fight when the premise is Genjutsu users throughout Naruto. Like Sasuke is not the only Genjutsu user, and this is not the only time that Genjutsu is shown.
Can I throw a prompt in then,
But
David?
it's probably his strongest.
Yeah, is the debate still going on?
His strongest.
For
I don't know
some
why,
reason.
but yes, I'm
The
not.
debate
I thought,
is
wait,
still
he
going on.
lost earlier.
I know.
Still
No,
going
no,
on.
no,
Let me
no,
throw in
I
a
know.
prompt.
How
Let
did
me
I
throw in
lose
a
early?
prompt. The
We are
prompt
still
is-
arguing. I am proving
This is
that
part.
Sasuke is
Whoa,
still
whoa,
stronger.
whoa. No, you lost. This is just part two.
You
Part two
definitely
of
lost
what?
the first part of the debate. You
So,
Two
Let me
judges
just
told
put a-
you that you conceded.
let me
I
just
like-
put
I
a
heard
prompt
him.
in for the second
I
round of this
heard him
debate
like
then.
say, I
Okay.
give up. Like I heard him concede.
And then I came up with
We didn't
this.
say he gave
And
up.
then you came up with that.
Yeah, I
This
didn't
is a
say I
different
gave up.
debate then.
Hold on. But what he did say, he okay.
I did
So
say
what
that,
did
but my
happen?
thing is that doesn't mean that I conceded.
Okay, the problem is
Huh?
it's not like sure you didn't say you conceded right out your mouth, but it's the words you use that made it basically an auto concession. You basically let premise lock.
I
Premise lock
basically
means
said that I understood
like
what
your premise got
what the problem
debunked.
was. I basically said that I understood what the
Make
problem was.
yourself the main
But hold
screen
on,
again.
let me
And
explain
then
it. quick.
that's
Let me
when I
explain
came
it.
up to the conclusion that Sasuke
Okay, hold on.
can still be argued to be stronger than B because he wasn't and the
Hold
Mage
on.
concern
That's
gun
not.
for.
Hold on. That's not the point, though. Hold on. That's not the point, though. Right? Um. The problem is, right? Regardless of how you see it, the argument that Overgoat used and was saying is
All right.
that
Oh wait.
Sasuke was
All right.
relative, Mangekyo or not, was
All right.
relative to Killer B.
He turns. Hold on, guys. He
Same
looks
Same
right
as in
at
the
him.
manga. Same as in the manga.
It's literally the
Right
same thing
at
in the
him,
manga.
he
I
You
told you.
folded.
see how quick that was? Now, was Sasuke
It doesn't
on guard?
matter. He looked at him. It's not a fucking.
I'm not.
All right,
I'm not
sorry,
arguing
sorry.
whether or not he looked at him. I'm arguing whether or not it was off guard. How is
If
just
you
turning
see it
around on
coming,
guard?
it's not. It is not off guard.
I'm going to come in here from a standpoint of trying to be impartial and say if you are in a fight, unless a third party interrupts, there should be no such thing as off guard because you're in a fight to the death.
Unless you trick your opponent,
Okay, did Sasuke
like Naruto did against
Did
Kaguya.
Sasuke know
Yes.
that Genjutsu would work on Killer B?
Why does that matter?
Answer my question, please.
What was this question? Sorry.
Did Sasuke
Did he know it? Did he?
that
Did he
Genjutsu
know?
would work on Killer B?
It did work on him. It did work on Killer B.
Did he know that it did work on Killer B?
It did work.
did
He just
work on
popped
Killer
out
B.
of it. Are you
Yes.
are you trying to say did he know that
Okay.
Killer B would be able to get back up?
Can you pull up the
No,
next panel, please?
until he looked
Pull up the next
directly
panel,
at him in his face.
Can you please pull up the next panels, please, then?
Okay, I can read you them. In order to break a genjutsu, you need a partner who can agitate your chakra and wake you up. My partner is the eight tails inside me.
Why
Genjutsu
would
doesn't
Killer
work-
B be explaining that?
That is also
That's
identical
him
to
breaking
the
out of the
official
genjutsu.
manga. That is also identical to the official manga translation. So take those words as fact.
I'm just
Okay,
going to say this isn't from the official
What's the
source.
name again? Okay,
The official
OverGoat. Why
source is
would Killer B
remarkably
be
known.
explaining
Hold on. Explaining to somebody how you got back up does not mean they didn't know you got back up.
So you are telling me that Sasuke knew that Genjutsu wouldn't work on Killer B,
I didn't say that.
but that is what you are
Can I
saying.
ask a silly
Guys,
question?
Did he-
Can I ask
guys,
silly
that is a
question?
fallacy.
Or not?
He straw manned me.
Yeah.
So really quick, can I ask a silly question? Can I ask a silly question?
Yeah.
If Sasuke thought the Genjutsu would work, why did he turn around? What made Sasuke turn around?
What? What
With
type
a
of
high
question
speed
is that?
movement, David.
So the circumstance of someone turning around,
Wait,
there would have been something that made him turn around. If he
I-
thought the Genjutsu worked, he would still be on the floor, passed out, i.e. no reason to turn around.
I do have.
So
when
when you beat a
Philip
person,
pushes off the ground, makes
you beat-
movement,
when you
comes at
beat
him with
somebody in a
intent.
fight, are they or are they not facing me?
He was checking if he was done for, and if they could take him
Exactly.
back to
What type of
Sasuke.
question is that?
Like if they could
So-
take him back to
Straw.
Making the
because
argument that
was
he
Did
was
he-
checking, that he was looking directly at him prior to him doing the attack.
I really wish this was like an open discussion because there's variables that we're just missing here. I'm not gonna say shit because I'm a judge.
Yeah, honestly,
that's fine.
I personally
Okay.
would have up 12 different examples at once, but
And he still hasn't answered my question. Did Sasuke know
What?
or not that Genjutsu will work on a Jinchuriki?
I asked how that's relevant.
What do you mean? How is it relevant? How is it not? That's relevant to whether or not
he was
off
looking.
guard or not.
Hold on. He was looking direct. Was he
Because
looking
if
at
he was on
B?
guard, if he was on guard and he knew that Genjutsu wouldn't work, he wouldn't have gotten hit by that.
what you committed
can you
earlier,
prove
just
that?
like a second ago, you committed the burden of proof falsely by asking what's called OverGoat to prove why it's your burden to substantiate why it's a relevant question.
Okay. I have to prove why it's a relevant question.
Yeah,
What you're saying is what you're telling me.
you have to substantiate why it's a relevant question. The debate.
Kunai Pachisame
it's not
and Itachi
an off-guard
Nikitsu.
hit.
Hold on.
It's literally
in
on the
layman's
screen.
terms-
Read it.
hold on,
Read
hold
what
on.
it says.
Hold on. In layman's terms, explain why the question is relevant. Just really,
Favor who's judging? Ignat and Calzier.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say
Now I
Cal's is being a
feel-
little active, but Ignat's staying quiet.
Surprisingly quiet.
Yeah, I'm just like the layman's guy. If he doesn't understand, I can like break it down for him properly.
Yeah. The Naruto art style, I just want to say, is absolute perfection. Like Kishimoto is just peak.
Let's call Ace Kishimoto, I guess. Oh god.
I mean, he doesn't write well, but he draws well.
Hush your mouth. Don't be talking about my goat like that.
Let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic.
Sorry, that's my bad.
Okay. Has there been a decision on this round, or are we still continuing the first round of this debate?
Honestly, we're waiting on. I think I'm waiting on Straw Hat to.
The only reason I
Straw
started
Hats will be explaining
the
like,
session already happened to the first round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
So this is
I would say let's move on to the prompt for the next round.
honestly speaking, since
Wait, are we
OverGoat
doing
won the
rounds?
first round, yeah, it should. I guess we're going by rounds, but like,
How did OverGoat win the first round when I
win the
basically
first, he
said
proved his
that
point.
Mangekyo Sharingan Sasuke could still be argued
He
to be
proved
stronger
his
than me?
point. He.
Okay, instead of saying the next round, then let's just say it like this: can we move
I
on to
wanna-
the next talking point to further
I
evidence?
wanna-
on this?
I think we should, but I want to explain why OverGoat won the first point to Straw Hat real quick because he asked why. The reason for this is because unless you're still on the first point arguing that like the difference is so massive between like Mangekyo Sharingan, Sasuke, and Killer B, right? They would still be relative. This relativity is a part of the prompt, which the prompt is if Genjutsu can work on somebody, or if Genjutsu can stop or manipulate somebody
Sorry.
that is
Give me
relative
a
to
second.
or stronger than them. Since OverGoat proved his point that Genjutsu can work on somebody that is relative or stronger than the user, that he won the point. Therefore, he won.
I never said whether or not it would work. I said put down.
What did I? Whoa, hold on. He showed
Put down or manipulate.
he showed the comment. It said stop or manipulate.
Well, no, that wasn't the premise
Put
for
down or manipulate.
Okay, so
But put
if you
down
look
or
at it,
manipulate
the
regardless of how you
concession
see
happened.
it. Hold on. Regardless of how you see it, if you halt somebody's movements, you're manipulating them because they have no control over it. Meanwhile, you do.
Manipulate
So
and stopping them.
he still proved his point regardless.
So, Brennan, the problem is the concession from Straw Hat came before that point, and he is still arguing that they are not relative, that one powered up over the other, keeping Sasuke over B in that moment, right? Which is why we should move on to the next point, or to the next talking part of this debate, to actually just get to more information for more context that can either affect this first point or not.
Yeah, the problem with that though, New World. I guess he's like, never mind. If y'all want to continue, by all means.
I know what you mean.
But the first portion is that really like since he proved his point, it's really like I said before, unless Straw Hat's trying to prove that Mangekyo Sharingan Sasuke is that much above Killer B or like not Killer B, amped Killer B, there would still be relativity between the two. And since OverGoat proved his point on that fact, the debate should be over. But if y'all want to continue on and prolong the debate, by all means.
All right, Straw Hat.
If anyone wants to stop, we could stop.
All right, so I'm going to put it to you this way, Straw Hat. How big of a use? We both agreed that the Mangekyo Sharingan is an amp. We both agreed the Jubi Chakra cloak is an amp. We never substantiated how much of an amp it is. Do you want to go into that?
Sure.
All right, so how strong is the Mangekyo Sharingan amp? Can you prove it? That it's above,
I mean,
whatever I guess I get a QB amp to.
from my perspective, it's basically proving that Sasuke is above B because Genjutsu worked.
What happened to Sasuke the moment afterwards? Do I have to show it again?
He was caught off guard by Killer B. That's what happened.
So can I just
He was
clarify?
not-
Do you feel like the amp only matters in relation to like speed and strength, and does not affect durability?
What do you think?
Want to say something real quick? You can't use the Sharingan argument right now because we're debating on whether that is true or whether that is false. So you're using an argument that is possibly this or possibly that, which is argument by possibility.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Go for it.
I do want to call out another fallacy since like apparently the judges can do that. That's also like begging the claim. Begging the claim is, I'll just read it out from my notes. A conclusion should be substantiated within the claim, which he said. He said that he's basically stronger than Killer B because of said Genjutsu working. Which, since there's no like explanation as to why, or since he didn't justify his reason as to why, that's also begging the claim. There's like a few other.
Can I ask you a clarifying statement, right?
Ignat, I do want to tell you. I want to tell Ignat something real quick. Sorry, Ignat. Calzier asked me if he could call out the fallacies. That's why, and me and him both agreed to that part. That was part of the.
I was asking for judges, not just me.
Yeah, judges in general.
Yeah, that.
So
Also, I believe that 3 fallacies committed at the moment, so you've got 2 more left.
all right.
You were. I thought he was
So-
at 6.
The question that I have for Straw Hat is the point you're trying to substantiate is that Sasuke is stronger than B, hence why the Genjutsu works.
Yeah.
What metric are you measuring Sasuke on to determine that he is stronger than B?
Metric I am using is that there is basically nowhere else in the story where Genjutsu have put down or manipulated characters relative to or stronger than the caster.
So, Straw Hat, if that is the case, then my follow-up question is, can you substantiate that by proving without Genjutsu that Sasuke is stronger than B?
I thought I was in the debate.
Yeah,
I'll stop.
Amaterasu would win.
That's not a Genjutsu.
I know.
No, that's
you said
that's
without
fine.
Genjutsu.
That's fine.
What do you mean?
So,
my bad.
That is perfect. That is perfect. We're going down this line of logic. So, Straw Hat,
Yes.
you say Amaterasu would win. What aspect of Amaterasu is reflective of Sasuke's strength? Is it the amount of chakra? Is it the amount of AP? Is it the duration of the ability? Can you clarify?
AP and the duration of the ability.
So the duration of the ability then, are you substantiating your claim that Sasuke is stronger by saying Sasuke has more chakra than B?
Not more chakra, just more AP. There's a difference.
So we know it requires a lot of chakra to activate Amaterasu. So if you're saying he's
Yes,
Amaterasu,
I would agree. It does take a lot of chakra, but I'm not saying he has more chakra than B. That's ridiculous.
no, that's fine. I'm just trying to clarify that. So we're not saying that Sasuke has more chakra than B.
No.
We're just saying that Sasuke has more AP than B with the Amaterasu, are we?
Yes. Could argue.
So does Amaterasu in AP outscale a tailed beast bomb?
That's a good question.
I do want to point
I
out.
honestly wouldn't know.
I also kind of want to point out that this is a weaker Sasuke than the one that fought in the War Arc. So using War Arc feats for Sasuke would not be relevant. So if you pull a War Arc panel of him using Amaterasu, I'm going to point that out.
So just to clarify again, because I don't want to get into this where I'm involving myself in the debate because I'm trying to be impartial. I'm just trying to understand the logic as someone that's impartial here. Mm-hmm. So just to clarify, you said that the tailed beast bomb has higher AP than Amaterasu?
I didn't say that. I said I wouldn't know. But
okay.
The thing is, the bee that fell under the Genjutsu, he was not capable of using tailed beast bombs. So that is the version of Killer Bee we have to use, correct?
You mean the Jubi cloaked?
Yes, that
Killer
is the
Bee?
version of Bee we have to use.
The one that caved Sasuke's ribcage in?
Yeah.
I would.
Okay.
Okay. So, my follow-up question. Actually, no, never mind. You guys are doing the formal debate.
Yeah, I was about to.
You're getting really into it.
About that new world. I was about to chime in about that new world and just like warn you that you're basically arguing for OverGoat. So you have to.
Yeah, I didn't want that. I do appreciate you trying to clarify his points, which I feel like is what you were trying to do. Okay. So, I'm gonna be real with you. I lost what the fuck we were arguing there for a second. We're arguing amps on the eye, like his Mangekyo amp versus like his the Jubi amp, right? Yeah, and I want you to substantiate that it would be stronger.
Yeah, I thought I had to like help you like remember what the electricon is. Straw Hat is arguing that Straw Hat's arguing the amp of Mangekyo Sharingan versus Sasuke being stronger than Killer Bee in his cloaked or in his base form,
which is entirely irrelevant because Bee in his base form is not the one who took the Mangekyo Sharingan and then stood back up. Right. Okay. But so we're still got to argue.
A weaker Killer Bee, base Killer Bee, would fall under the Genjutsu. Still correct?
I mean,
hello.
Yes, that's not in question.
Okay. So that version of Bee that we saw, and a base Bee will fall to a Genjutsu because he is weaker than Mangekyo Sharingan Sasuke.
Because it's a hex that is not reliant on a target's abilities or stats. It is a mind hex.
Okay, I have a question then. Can Madara put 3 times skip Sasuke under a Genjutsu?
What the fuck kind of switch was that? Okay.
Wait, what happened? I stopped paying attention for a second there.
He asked if Madara could put 3 times. Wait, which Sasuke? Because there's 3 time skips.
3 time skip. 3 time skip.
There's 3 time skips in Naruto and Boruto.
Hold on.
Part one Sasuke then.
Hold on, Straw Hat. Hold on. To make sure there's no confusion, Straw Hat, can you explain why that question is important to the current topic?
Yeah, the relevancy.
I'm asking because his answer depends on whether or not this means that pre-time skip Sasuke is relative to or weaker than Madara.
Hold on. Do you think I don't think that Genjutsu can work on weaker targets?
Yeah.
That is not what I'm arguing. I'm saying it doesn't matter if you're weaker or stronger. Or relative.
I thought that was blatantly obvious.
Okay, so
I know.
Why didn't Sasuke use Genjutsu on A then? If it didn't matter.
Why?
He used it on his advisor C, but then he goes right up to A, the 4th Raikage, and starts squaring up. Why didn't he just use a Genjutsu then?
I don't know. Ask Sasuke.
The only reason
what kind of question is that? Like, it's not.
I do have a reason why. If you allow me to
No. Let's keep it on debate. I want to know why he thinks that matters.
It matters because if Sasuke didn't have to bother with putting down someone who's quote unquote stronger than them, according to you, why didn't he just use it against Raikage if it makes more sense that way? Unless it doesn't work on people stronger or as strong as him.
Okay, so can you? That is fallacious. I just can't.
How is that fallacious? Now you
Correct
have to
me if I'm
explain why
wrong.
that's
Is that
fallacious,
not
right?
begging the question? Is that literally
So-
not begging the question? Am I
believe this
tripping?
is not- Yeah, I believe this is a.
Wait,
Please
Straw
correct
Hat,
me if
can
I'm
you
wrong.
repeat?
That's to the author because you're trying
Straw
to
Hat,
prove
hold
that
up.
the author did something
No,
that didn't.
that's not what death of the author is. Straw Hat, can you repeat your point real quick?
My point is, well, he asked me why the question was relevant. And I said the question is relevant because according to OverGoat, if Genjutsu is a hex that doesn't matter whether or not you're weaker or stronger, then why wouldn't Sasuke use such a great hex like that against somebody that is quote unquote stronger, like the Raikage?
Well, yeah, that's not begging the question. That's not begging a claim.
Okay.
I believe that I can look it up. I think that's begging the question. Hold on, let me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I believe that's begging the question. Let me look.
yeah.
What's the definition of begging the
That's a
question?
weird.
So I
That's a
can't remember
weird
what
ass
Yeah,
fallacy this
question.
it's
falls under, right? But
yeah.
yeah, so I can't remember what
He's wanting
fallacy
me
this
to
falls under.
prove
But what
why the narrative, like, it's so strange because he wants me to prove why he didn't do something in the narrative, and it.
exactly, and I don't understand how that works because if we go through all of that, that's like, well, why didn't Sasuke use,
Sasuke used
Genjutsu
Kirin.
on Naruto or
I
people
got
that
it.
were
Okay,
relevant to
hold
it? It doesn't really make
Oh,
sense.
on.
that was
Yeah.
the question. So what is the definition
Was there ever a
of
time that
question?
Sasuke tried to use Genjutsu on the Raikage?
Hold on, wait.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay, here's begging the question. The fallacy of begging the question occurs when an argument's premise assumes the truth of the conclusion instead of supporting it. So, yeah, what you're doing by saying that why didn't Sasuke use the genjutsu on the Raikage? It must be because the Raikage is stronger than him. Instead of supporting that claim with further evidence, you're just assuming that the conclusion of said claim is true, which is begging the question.
I'm using other examples of instances where Genjutsu has not been used on characters stronger
Okay.
than Sasuke, arguably.
Okay.
I'm saying that in this instance that you are providing, it's fallacious because you're assuming that your conclusion or the end of your statement is true because because an assumption that you have made.
Okay. I
Okay.
also
That's
I
it.
also asked Overgoat to give me examples of Genjutsu actually putting down people relative to or stronger than the Jutsu caster, and he's only given me B. Why can't he give me another one?
Kurenai versus Itachi. Let's see.
Kurenai was fodder.
Naruto.
Kurenai was fodder.
She is, and guess who
To
Guess who she
Itachi.
put
To
into Itachi?
Itachi.
Who then swapped. Guys, did you hear it? He just said she put him in a genjutsu.
No, so
I
you
didn't
just
say that.
admitted to so Straw Hat, you just admitted to another conclusion, right? You just said that Kurenai is fodder
I think.
to Itachi.
I never
And
said
I
that
think we should let.
Genjutsu.
Hold on.
What?
I think
What
we
are you
should
talking
let
about?
Straw Hat.
fine,
Hold
fine.
on.
Stop. Wait. Stop.
All right.
I
can I
think
get my point out, please?
let Straw Hat finish.
Stop.
We
That's
should
not-
let
He
Straw
may
Hat
have
finish.
just misworded. He may have just misworded. It's
No,
So,
fine.
no, well,
I think we should let
That's not
Straw Hat
what
finish
he's saying.
before
He's
jumping
saying
into
it put him in a
conclusions.
genjutsu, but it didn't stop him or manipulate him. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, except it did, and then he reverses it, right?
Yeah.
How did it manipulate Itachi or put him down?
He saw a tree that didn't exist.
Because he saw a tree means he was manipulated. Wow.
Manipulate his senses.
Yeah, that literally manipulates your. If I make you see something that if I make you see something that isn't there, that's manipulation. That's mind manipulation.
Okay, did the genjutsu work or not?
Itachi saw a tree.
No. Did the genjutsu work or not?
Itachi saw a tree.
Did the genjutsu
Hold
work
on.
Itachi?
Itachi saw the tree, and
Did
then he
Itachi-
reversed it.
Can you please answer with a yes or no?
Yes. Though I'm pretty sure
The
that's also
genjutsu
fallacy.
worked on Itachi. So then
Yes.
why did Itachi say right after that, genjutsu of that level does not work on me?
Because he can
Because
reverse
he
it.
has the ability
Hold
to
on, David.
So it didn't work, right?
David.
So it didn't work,
No.
right?
That's me. I'm pretty sure that's a loaded question. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay.
He
Straw
literally
Hat.
says genjutsu of that level does not work on me.
Do you
So
know
it didn't
why
work.
he says that? Straw Hat. Do you know why he says that? Because he can reverse it.
I don't know. That was not the question. The question was, did it work or not? Itachi himself states that it does not work. What are you talking
Yeah,
Holy
that's a loaded.
shit.
Yeah, that was a loaded question. I'm not gonna lie.
about?
He's already over his fallacy limit. It's fine. He's lost twice.
With that being
Such
said, right,
questions
just
been used
because
as
this
a
is something that's
rhetorical
bugging me,
tool.
right? This is something that's
Yeah.
bugging me, right? Because the circumstance of your question is ignoring the how Itachi got over this. So the circumstance of Itachi having a Sharingan which can see through illusions and reverse it is how he overcame the Genjutsu. So the Genjutsu worked on him, he understood that he was affected, and then he looked at her with his Sharingan. And that's in the scene. So because of the way that he did it, that's why it was reversed. It's not something that he just, oh, well, it didn't affect him at all. Otherwise, he wouldn't have seen the tree and wouldn't have been paralyzed for that split second.
That's not how genjutsus in Naruto work.
That's exactly how Genjutsu
No,
and Naruto
you have
work.
to realize
Okay.
that you are in a genjutsu to know that you're in a genjutsu so you can
David.
break it.
Stop for a second. Straw Hat, I'm going to ask a very simple question. Do you want to continue this as a formal debate, or do you want to continue this as a free-form conversation?
Yeah, let's just.
Okay.
We can continue this as a conversation.
All right. Hold up real quick. I just want to do
Everyone
this.
else happy with that?
Judges, can you give conclusions?
Yeah.
Real quick.
I'm not gonna lie. Not only did not only did Straw Hat commit multiple fallacies, you also proved your point in the beginning of the debate. So the one would go to you.
All right.
Maybe Calvin would have done a different interpretation.
Policy limit. It's called. I would have argued multiple times Hitchin the Razor, but he didn't call it, so
That's fine.
concession. So an offer concession and concession.